I'm an addict for sneakers.
What's good? Back up in the building. It's your boy DJ Delz back with a brand new podcast here at the Sneaker Addict Show. A lot of people want me to talk about this 5 Lab 3 shoe. You're looking at it right here. A lot of photos leaked today on the internet. If you haven't seen the photos yet, open up another window. Go to my blog, thesneakeraddict.com right now while I'm talking to y'all. And you can view a whole bunch of images of these shoes right here. I personally think this shoe is cool. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's whack. I think it's cool. It looks like something I would like to wear in the spring and summertime. It's got a real clean, fresh look to it. 3M upper. And it's missing the elephant print. I guess the whole element is just really focusing on the 3M, so they're going to do it on this shoe. And as you can tell, I'm sure by my voice, I'm not crazy about the shoe. I was way more excited about the 3 Lab 5 with the whole elephant print upper. I'm a huge fan of elephant print. So when I seen the 3 Lab 5 Air Jordan 5 Retro, I was really excited about that shoe. Some other people would really be into this shoe that are really into 3M, and they love 3M, like, you know, that's their thing. Shout out to Sam Colt. I know he loves 3M. People that love 3M, they're gonna really appreciate this shoe. Me, I think it's a clean looking sneaker, but I'm not getting that whole wow factor like I did with the 3 Lab 5. And that's probably because I'm just such a big fan of elephant print upper on a shoe. I've always been, you've seen reviews in the past with the white flips. I have the white flips, the black flips. I've designed a bunch of different Air Force Ones with all elephant print on the upper. And I got both of the 3 Lab 5 shoes. Big fans of them. Awesome shoes. Some people hit me up and they were complaining about the price tag on the 3 Lab 5s being over $200, and then all the other Air Jordan Retro 5s were $170. They couldn't understand why. I kind of overlooked that, and I kind of was like, well, it does have a seamless upper, and it had a leather interior. This shoe right here has no seamless upper. There is stitching on the shoe everywhere. It may have a leather interior. There's leather behind the tongue, but I don't know if it has a leather interior. But this one right here, I can't see it. I can't understand the $225 on this shoe. I'm pretty sure that's the price, $225, somewhere around there. If someone gave me the shoe, like, yo, you want these? Like, I would take them and wear them. They're hot. As far as like a clean looking shoe for the spring and the summer, I think this would be a nice one. I have a funny feeling that 3M reflective is going to be really popping if that's the focus on the shoe. I'm hoping that the 3M would be really powerful. Like, you know how you see some 3M, you wear it outdoors and it's just like so bright, it's just like flashing, like it's just shining so loud. I would assume it's gonna be like that kind of 3M. I would hope so, if that's the focus. I would hope it's not that dull, weak 3M. The only way you can see it is when you turn the light on your phone or you take a picture, because that kind of 3M sucks, and they do that a lot, especially Nike lately, and that's just the worst. It's so weak. Like, step it up with the 3M. Like, give us that real strong 3M that when you wear outdoors you can see it, you know. That's what I like. That's the 3M I like. But I assume this 3M is going to be really like that strong 3M that you could really see. As far as a retail price, I don't think I would pay that price for these. I wouldn't pay over $170 for these. Like, I don't see why they would charge that amount of money. I mean, I know why they would, but I don't think it's worth that amount of money, me personally. I'm probably going to pass on these unless I see more images or video and it impresses me. Right now, where I'm at right now, unless that 3M is like spectacular, like so crazy, this is definitely not a must cop for me for the year. So that's my opinion on the shoe. And as far as the pricing, guys, Jordan shoes are always going to be expensive shoes. They've been expensive shoes since the day they came out. At the end of the day, you got to look at their competitor. Even though it's still in-house, you know, Nike, Jordan, you still got to look at the quote-unquote competitors. And you got to look at how Jordan's competing with everyone still, and they're still on top. You've got LeBron James, who puts out a brand new shoe every year. KD, brand new shoe every year. Kobe, brand new shoe every year. And these old ass shoes from the 80s and 90s are still competing with these new shoes with 2014 technology in them. So why wouldn't they charge around the same price as LeBron shoes, KD shoes, Kobe shoes? It's just business, you know? It's nothing personal, it's just business. Some people get so angry, like these brands care about that. This is business. They're not your friends. They're selling a product. It's either buy it or don't buy it. Some sneakerheads, quote-unquote sneakerheads, get so offended by these brands. They're selling a product. They're selling shoes. Okay? You don't get offended when you go buy bread, right? And the brand is selling your bread for freaking 50 cents more. Or when you're buying milk, you're not getting mad at the milk company like you are at these brands. Some of you out there. So some of you got to take a chill pill and just realize it's a business. Am I happy about it? No. Does it suck? Yes. It sure the hell does suck that I'm paying the same price for a Jordan shoe that came out in the 90s, even the 80s, that's close to the same price as some of today's superstars in the NBA. You're paying for an Air Jordan 1 the same price as you're paying for a Kevin Durant shoe with 2014 technology. You're basically paying around the same price as a LeBron James shoe, which has 2014 technology. It is what it is. Michael Jordan shoes hold a lot of weight and a lot of value, and they're going to be holding a lot of weight and value, I think, forever and ever and ever and ever. And they're going to keep putting out the same old-ass shoes in the same colorways and different colorways like this one right here. Throw a little gimmick on top of it, celebrate an elephant print, celebrating 3M. Who knows? They may even celebrate rubber or leather next. They're going to say, oh, well, we're going to celebrate leather. We're going to put out a shoe with leather on it. I swear. And we'll charge $225. And you know what? It's going to sell out. And that's just what it is. It's just reality. And that's it. As I said, am I happy about it? No. But if you and me want to wear these Air Jordans, maybe not this colorway, maybe the original white cement, which to me is an amazing shoe, or the infrared 6, which is my damn what favorite shoe ever made, created ever, out of all shoes, any kind of shoe to put on your feet. Air Jordan 6, infrared, black, my favorite shoe of all times. I will always buy that shoe if I need a new pair, because it's my favorite sneaker, and I would like a new pair to wear when they do come out every few years. And if they keep raising the price, how many people like myself are still going to buy it just because they want a new pair of them? Because the pair they got, they've worn out. So, it is what it is. It sucks, but at the end of the day, until these shoes are not as popular as what is going on in the now, the price is always going to go up, and it's always going to be competing with the prices of all the other hot sneakers, if they are one of the hottest sneakers out. I mean, as I said, they're competing with every brand. They are top notch, number one. If they're not number one, they're right behind, you know what I mean? All their shoes fly off the shelves. You will never see a retro sitting. Except, which was weird, in 2013, I actually seen the fire red Air Jordan 3 sit, which kind of threw me off because of the fact that, to me, that's like a classic Air Jordan 3. I love that colorway. But for the most part, I didn't see any Air Jordan sit this year, except the 3. Also, you know what sat for a little bit that I noticed was the Air Jordan 13 in that blue and yellow colorway, I think it was. That one sat a little bit. But right now, where we are right now, 2014, these shoes are flying off the shelf. They going. Price is always going to rise. If I knew it was going to be crazy like this, I would have picked up so many more pairs of Air Jordan 6s when they released last time. I forgot what year it was. I think it was 2009 or 2010. Somewhere around there when they released the Varsity Red 6s. They released the black and the white Varsity Red 6s, the Oreo 6s, the Detroit 6s. They released a ton of Air Jordan 6s. I would have bought so many more pairs if I knew that the price was going to go up and the demand was going to be so crazy where you couldn't even get the damn shoe. Because I remember seeing all of those shoes hit the sales racks. I mean, I was walking into malls and seeing black Varsity Red 6s sitting, just collecting dust at some spots. And that would never happen now because it is just so popping right now. So for everyone that's pissed off about prices going up, until the day comes where LeBron shoes are destroying the sales compared to Jordan shoes, the price is never going to go down. It's never ever going to go down. Right now, Jordan is keeping up with all these guys, and he hasn't played in the NBA in how long? It's been for forever, but it's more than just the history and the shoes. The damn shoes look so hot on feet because you have kids that don't even watch basketball. They probably never really even watched Michael Jordan play, that buy all of Jordan's shoes just because they look great on feet, and it's also just really in, you know. Anyone can buy a few pairs of shoes, take a few snaps on Instagram, and then all of a sudden they feel like they're a part of something. And a lot of young kids want to feel a part of something, and this is a great way for kids to fit in, you know. When I was a kid, the way to fit in was with sports, music, stuff like that, actually going out, you know. But now, anyone that doesn't feel like they could fit in could buy a pair of popular Air Jordans, take a bunch of photos, post it on Instagram, then they feel like they're a part of something, you know. And because of that, the sneaker culture and this quote-unquote sneaker community thing was always going to be rocking. When I started doing YouTube videos around 2006 on DJ Delz TV, there weren't that many people doing YouTube videos, but there wasn't even like a sneaker community back then. It was kind of just people were just watching the videos, and social media and the social networks weren't popping like it is now. Now there's so many people that do videos now, and they do it for different types of reasons, you know. I just did it for fun. It was just, there wasn't anyone really doing it. It wasn't really popular to do sneaker videos on YouTube, and I watched one or two people on YouTube doing videos, and I was like, yo, this is kind of cool. I'm going to do a video too. But now there's so many different angles of reasons to start channels, and a lot of people even ask me, how do I get my channel popping? And for anyone that's looking for advice with that, I'll probably do a whole video on that. But honestly, I don't even know what to tell you, because when I first started on YouTube, it was very organic. It wasn't for any reason but just to put a video out there for fun, and you know, that was really it. I was just happy to get some new kicks, and I was like, you know, YouTube is cool, let me do a video, throw it on YouTube, you know. But now it's so different now. There's so many people with videos on YouTube, and for anyone that's looking for tips to get people to watch it, I don't even know what to tell you, to be honest with you, except just have fun, I guess, you know. And that's it for that. I kind of went all over the place right there. I'm trying to rewind. That's what's tough about these podcasts, because there's no scripts. I'm just talking to a mic, and then sometimes I'll go like somewhere so far away from the topic that I was originally at, and then I have to like rewind, and I'm like trying to think, where was I at? But I got it. But yeah, the only way that these Air Jordans will ever stay at the same price, or even go down in prices, clearly is if people don't buy them. I mean, there's a lot of Nike shoes, Reebok shoes, Adidas shoes that you see, and the prices go down eventually if they don't sell, you know. I mean, I've seen some amazing shoes hit the sales racks for like ridiculous prices, $60, $70 for Shack Attacks, the black Shack Attacks. Those shoes are so dope to me. Like, they murder some Jordan shoes that have flown off the shelves, but there's no hype behind it, and all these shoes don't cost that much for them to make, you know what I mean? So they're not taking a loss, even if they do sell the shoe for, you know, if they hit the sales rack for $70, $80, $90, $100. Only way Jordans will ever stay at a standstill in price is if they stop flying off the shelves. Look at the Melo 1.5 that just retroed. They barely raised the price. I think they raised it like $5-10. They're not going to raise the price to $165, $170. No one's going to buy that shoe for that price. A lot of people aren't even buying that shoe now. When I reviewed that shoe, if you didn't see the review, I reviewed that shoe, and I did a comparison with the OG also. Some people were like, why are you even reviewing this shoe? This shoe's ugly. This is whack. These are horrible, Delz. You know, I totally disagree. I think the sneaker's hot. But it is what it is. Everyone likes different stuff. I don't expect people to like what I like. And sometimes I don't like shoes that people like. Sometimes I'll see a pair of kicks and I don't get why people like them, you know? And it is what it is with that. But I want to end this podcast right here because we're getting too long on the podcast. I don't want it to get too long. Leave your comments though. Leave your thoughts. Hit the thumbs up button if you love what I'm doing. Also, I did mention, not on the last podcast, but the podcast before last, that I was thinking about getting the NBA 2K14 LeBron 11 shoe, and I did a podcast before that talking about how ridiculous I thought it was that Nike would even put out a shoe where you would buy it without even being able to see it. Now, when I mentioned that I was getting the shoe for the show, I did get a little bit of negative feedback in the comments, and I wanted to address that real quickly before I forget. I'm just going to be real quick. I know I just said I needed to end this, but I want to just address this real quick. Keep in mind, this is a sneaker show. This is not me coming on YouTube once in a while, showing my pickups, speaking a little bit. This is a sneaker show I've been dedicated to for over 3 years here at youtube.com/The Sneaker Addict. I put a lot of hard work into this show. And the reason why I'm getting this shoe is for everyone to watch and be entertained. The focus of this channel is to show you guys kicks and entertain you all. That's what this channel is about. This is not a channel like a social network channel where I'm just randomly coming on showing my pickups. This is a show where you're watching reviews on shoes. You're watching all different kinds of segments with shoes, like pick one segments where I show 2 different sneakers going at it, to these kind of podcasts. Now, this is an actual show right here. So for the handful of people that were criticizing that, you need to understand that this is a show. I'm getting this shoe to review for you to watch and be entertained. That's why I'm getting it. I'm not taking back what I was saying. I still think it's absurd that Nike's selling shoes without showing what the sneaker looks like. I'm not taking that back. I don't want anyone to think that I'm running around in circles saying one thing and another. I still think it's absurd, but I'm getting the shoe for the show, for you guys to see this shoe, because this is a sneaker show that I've been absolutely dedicated to for many years now. I give you guys episodes on a daily basis. No one is putting out as much material as me. Good material too. I'm not giving you guys shit. I'm giving you guys good quality material too. Entertaining material at the same time. So for anyone that was commenting that, sometimes you gotta think before you speak a little bit, because I definitely was not taking back what I said and deciding, hey, well, I'm gonna buy the shoe, even though I said that I thought it was ridiculous. I'm buying the shoe for the show to review. So keep that in mind. And that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Leave your comments in the box. Make sure to check out my blog, thesneakeraddict.com, for your sneaker news, updates on restocks. I've been helping a ton of people getting shoes that restocked and shoes that have been under retail. So make sure to go to my blog, because I know it's hard out there finding these kicks from time to time. It's there just to help people out, thesneakeraddict.com, for release dates, any release info, any photos of upcoming shoes like the shoes we talked about today. TheSneakerAddict.com. It's the blog for the people. TheSneakerAddict.com. Make sure to go there morning, noon, and night like clockwork. I'm putting a lot of time into this blog for everyone, so please check it out. Take advantage of the time I'm putting into it, alright? Because I don't mind putting in the time as long as people are checking it out. And I've been hearing a lot of people I've been able to help out too, which is very rewarding. I love hearing that I've been able to help people out with getting kicks, especially limited ones. I've helped people out with getting Dornbeckers. That's awesome to me. I love hearing that. And I got a bunch of new reviews coming really soon, so stay tuned. If you haven't seen my top 50 sneakers of 2013, you really got to see that special. I put a lot of work into it. I showed over 50 sneakers in 2 videos, almost an hour long, or I did a shortened version, which is like about a half an hour long. I'll put a link in the description box, and I'll put some links to some other episodes I think you're going to want to check out. Everyone be safe out there, and with that said, I'll be back really soon.